There's no real strong dynamic movements in this practice, and there might even be no chaturanga at all. And we'll see what happens. So let's start with gratitude. So if you'll bring yourself into yourself, come into this place, come into this space. Bring yourself into your body by coming into the breath. Bring your attention to your breath. Focus on your breath. Follow the inhale all the way in, the exhale all the way out. Anchor your attention at the place in your body where your inhale begins, and be right there at the beginning of each inhale. And then, having anchored your attention at that place, bring your hands and your focus to your heart space, either in prayer, Jali Mudra, or left hand over the heart, right hand over the left. And just allow yourself to feel into your heart space for a moment. And then allow in your heart space any one thing that speaks to you of gratitude. Maybe it's a person that made it possible for you to be here. It's a place, a memory, a deed, an object, whatever it is, anything, just let it arise, whatever it is. That thing that speaks of gratitude, allow that to be. And then anchor that thing, that gratitude, that sense of gratitude, that feeling of gratitude, that possibility, maybe it's just a possibility of gratitude. Anchor that possibility of gratitude right there at your heart space. Right there with your inhale. And then be right there. And then we're going to begin to warm up by moving the spine. So release your hands down to your knees. If you're seated like me on a cushion, or if you're in a chair, just your feet underneath you. Feet underneath the knees, hip distance apart. And then just begin circling the body. Moving the spine in the hip girdle. As wide or as narrow as is comfortable for you. Breathing in as you come forward, breathing out as you go back. Simple movement to start to move the spine. Just aligning. One more in this direction. Come back to neutral, lengthen, realign, and then just move in the other direction. Notice the difference one side, the other. See if you can get a little wide. Maybe you notice a little bit of tension in whatever you're feeling here. Just grinding in there. So it's my first teacher called this butter asana. It reminded her of a butter churn. Just turning the spine, moving in against the fixed hips. Spine. One more in this direction. Come back to neutral. Bring your hands to your shins, and then begin to inhale, arching the lower back, the lower part of the spine. I'll turn sideways. Maybe you can see this a little better if you need to. We're inhaling and tilting the pelvic floor and arching to the extent that we can in the lower back. So the chest comes forward. We're not moving the neck, we're just moving the chest forward on the inhale and rounding the spine on the exhale. So arching, rounding, spinal movement, just feel into the spinal movement. As big or as small as is comfortable for you. So these are cow, cat, if you know those two asanas. We're just doing them seated instead of on all fours, trying to reduce the amount of load bearing on the wrists and still move the spine. Move with your breath. Maybe you're a little quicker than me, maybe a little deeper breath and slower movement, that's fine. Whatever's right for you. This is finding your practice today. Find your practice. Find your practice. So we talk about in recovery, we must find our own way on a path that is laid out for us. So the path is there, but we find the way that we walk it. The length of our stride, speed of which we move, all that is ours to choose. So choose your practice here. Continue this movement, but bring the hands out onto the knees. Feel how that opens up the middle back and begin adding the middle back and awareness of the middle back arching and rounding to this practice. Feeling into this opening the spine up. A few more here. Noticing, if you will, what's happening for you in this moment. One more, inhale, lengthen. Lengthen through the crown, tuck the chin slightly. Lengthen through the crown, lift gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Lifting while keeping the chin tucked and relaxing the shoulders down. So the lift against the shoulders dropping, go into that, and then release. One more here in this seated posture. We're going to add the twist. So now options here, you keep the hands low. You can bring the hands up, hooking the forefingers in front of the shoulders, thumb behind, or you can use the hands up and over as you turn from side to side. So your choice, just say, I'm going to do fingers in front because that helps to lock my elbows and shoulders into place and stabilizes the posture for me. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Again, your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Maybe it's pollen season where you are also, so maybe you're dealing with that. Just working with the breath as best you can. And as wide or as narrow as is right for you, as fast or as slow as is right for you. Opening up. Feeling the energy in the spine. Feeling into this practice of awakening and recovering, finding our own practice, our own path. Just a couple more here. Just warming up here, opening the body. One more. And come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Tuck the chin while lifting gently at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, and the heart. Let the shoulders relax as the lower part of the spine lifts. Shoulders relax. Feel engagement, and then release. Let your hands come to your knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together, and just rest here for a moment. Let all that settle. Feel what's different for you now from a couple minutes ago when we started the practice. Feel into the engagement. Let all that settle into stillness and notice what's different. Recheck with your attention. Are you still anchored at the place where the inhale begins? You check with your sense of gratitude. Are you still anchored in your sense of gratitude? And then let's move to our mats. Coming down onto our backs for a stretch. Come all the way down. And then extend the arms overhead, interlock the thumbs. Either way, it doesn't matter. Lengthen through the fingertips as you press the toes away from the face. Feel the length along the front side of the body. Exhale, let the toes come back to neutral. Release the thumbs, interlock the thumbs in the opposite direction. Bring the toes back toward the face as you lengthen through the fingers on the inhale. Pressing through the heels, feel the length along the back side of the body. And then release the toes, release the hands down by the side. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, the knees to the sky. And then walk the feet out to the edges of the mat, knees come towards each other. Feel that release in the abdomen, and then just gently rock the knees side to side with your breath. So this is our rotation at the hip level, gently here, moving with your breath. Exhaling, the knees come, both knees to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, both knees to the opposite side. Take your hands out a little wider if you need a little more room here. But the shoulders stay down and relaxed, the back stays down and relaxed, the feet stay engaged. We're just allowing the hips to move a little bit here. One more in each direction. Maybe you hear some of those pops and the lower back releasing. And then knees together, walk the feet back together. And then let the knees fall open. Let the soles of the feet come together. The knees open up, and maybe you put your blocks underneath your knees or underneath the knees to support if you need. Maybe you just allow the feet to adjust to the place where your knees feel they're most relaxed. There's not tension in those ligaments on the interior and anterior ligaments. And your hips feel like they can open. So you're just gently here. And maybe your little butterfly wings, just kind of gently nudging. Maybe not. Maybe you just allow gravity to work here and the body to release on its own, your choice. Maybe you rest your hands lightly on the inside of the thighs. Now, no pressure, just guiding. Feeling the opening in the inside of the hip girdle and so on. Breathing deep into the belly and the abdomen. 360 into the lower back and sides. And then the ribs, chest. Exhaling completely, a little bit of pressure at the end of the exhale, releasing all of the old air. Out with the old, in with the new. Breathe in through the nostrils. Feel the belly rise, or lower back move toward the mat as you fill the torso with air. Exhale completely. If you begin to feel that rhythm, tightening a little bit at the back of the throat to feel that ujjayi, that ocean breath. Sound of the waves on the inhale and on the exhale. On your next inhale, bring the knees together and then bring the feet off the floor. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Squeeze the knees into the chest. And then release the knees back till they're over the hips. Shins over the parallel with the mat. Arms out from your side 30 to 60 degrees. We're going to anchor here, palms down. And now you're going to begin to do rotations of the hips. So we're recreating the movements we did seated. Now the spine is stabilized against the mat, and now the hips are doing the rotation. So it doesn't matter which way you went, we're going to go the other direction, so don't overthink it. Inhaling away, exhaling toward, moving with your breath as wide or as narrow as is right for you, as fast or as slow as is right for you. Your practice, finding your practice. One more in this direction. Come back to neutral, stabilize, lengthen, and then begin moving opposite direction. Moving slowly or quickly as is right for you. Noticing the difference. Aligning to your inhales and exhales. Feeling into your gratitude. Finding your practice. One more in this direction. Come back to neutral, stabilize, full inhale. Full exhale, reach up, grab just below the knees, squeeze the knees in a little bit. Exhale completely. Inhale deep into the belly. Feel the constriction. Release, soften. Bring the feet to the mat. Extend the legs. Reach long. Reestablish, then bring the knees back in, knees back to the sky. Take the right foot high, cross, rotate the right hip so that the right knee moves away from the face, and bring the right ankle outside of the left knee, allowing that right knee to open, that right hip to open. Just find this posture first. And if you like, reach your right hand between your legs, your left hand around your left leg, grasp the shin or behind the hamstring on the left thigh. Let that right elbow fall into that right thigh, helping to open the right knee away from the face. And then you have options with the left foot, stabilized on the mat. Lift the foot, bring the shin parallel. Perhaps take the left leg high, bringing the left knee toward the face. Or just finding what's right for you. Breathing here, always breathing. Feel into the opening in the right hip. Release the left foot back down. Take the right leg high, reach up behind the right calf or the right hamstring, right thigh. Just bring the knee toward the face. Extend the right leg long. Bring the right knee high. Take the left foot up, reach up. Rotate the left hip open, the left knee away from the face. Place the left ankle outside of the right knee. Open the left knee gently. Let the hip guide. Stay here or reach the left hand between the legs, right hand around. Rest the shin or behind the hamstring on the right thigh. Let the left elbow fall into the left thigh, opening the left knee away from the face. Again, anchor the foot. Raise the foot, bring the shin parallel. Perhaps take the right leg high, bringing the right knee toward the face. And then lower and make the right shin be parallel as you open here, breathing. Breathe deep into the belly, into the hip. 360 circumference in the torso as you inhale and exhale, fully and complete. Release the right foot down if it's up. Take the left leg high, reach up. Pull the knee in toward the face a little bit and extend the left leg long. Bring the left knee back in. Reach up, grab it just below the knees, pull the knees into the chest, breathe deep. And then just gently, if this is okay for you, just begin rocking a little bit on the spine. Letting the movement get a little bigger. And then finally, use your momentum to come all the way up on the turn so you can see me. Bring your legs out in front of you. Hands just behind the hips. Press into the palms, lengthen through the crown and the chest. And then staying long, lift the hands. Okay. Bring the right knee to the sky, right heel towards the hip. And again, let the right hip rotate open, the right knee moves away and down towards the mat. Now again, great place for your ear. Here. Take your block and place it underneath your knee as you need to support your knee inside of the right sole of the foot against the left thigh. And then open the left leg. comfortable for you, find that place. Right knee is supported, left leg's open. Rotate the torso towards the left leg. Reach up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring the hinging at the hips. Bring the belly button towards the left thigh. The chest and stomach toward the left knee. The nose toward the left toes or shin. Take the left hand inside the left leg and maybe work your hand underneath the calf so that the calf is anchoring your left side body here. Then if you like, walk the right hand out a little bit. If you like, you can rotate the right arm so that it goes high, looking up and seeing your right thumb. If you like, you can let the right hand come over the head, bicep by the ear, and maybe you can connect with your left big toe, maybe not. Looking up under that right armpit, feeling into the stretch. Use the left elbow and the left arm against the inside of the left thigh and the left knee to help you maintain your alignment. No stress, no strain, no overexertion. Steady, sure opening. Feeling the opening and breathing deep. Being in your practice. Feeling into the stretch. Deep inhales. Full exhales. If you're reaching over your ear, maybe take your arm high again. Slowly rotate the right arm back down. Release your left hand from underneath you. Walk your hands back. Take your arms up and then just counter twist. Turn to your right. Bring your right arm behind your left arm outside your right leg. Little counter twist to release. Come back to center. Bring the left leg in. Lift the right knee. Extend the right leg. And then switch sides. Bring the left knee in. Left heel towards the hip. Let the hip all open. Stabilize if you need with your block. Take your right leg out to the side. Maybe 90 degrees, maybe not, whatever's right for you. On your flexibility. Root in, lengthen. On the inhale, arms go up. On the exhale, hinge forward. Belly button to thigh, chest and stomach to knee. Right arm inside the right leg. Right hand goes under the right calf. Stabilizing your posture here. Open the chest, look up. Walk the left hand out. Rotate the left arm up. Look up. Maybe see the thumb. Maybe let the left hand come over the ear. Maybe you find the big toe. Maybe not. Notice the difference one side to the other. Be okay with that difference. We're not fully symmetrical beings. And breathe deep into the opening. Allow your body to open at its own pace. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Be in your breath. Holding your sense of gratitude as you move through the posture. If your left arm is over, maybe take your left arm high. Rotate the left hand back down. Walk the left hand back, release your right hand. Pick the arms up and rotate to the left. Left hand behind your right hand outside the left thigh. Counter twisting and opening. Breathing into this. Bring your hands outside the left knee. Bring the left knee back in. Left leg goes straight. Right leg goes straight to join it. I'll turn to make it seem better this way. Come back into your Dandasana, your stick pose. Hands just behind the hips. Fingers down toward the heels. Lengthen. Find your length. Then stay lifted as the arms come high. And then as you exhale, just hinge forward. Belly button, thigh, knees and chest to the chest and stomach to the thigh and knees. Forehead toward the shins, nose, maybe hooks between your big toes. Maybe you grab your ankles. Maybe you grab your soles of your feet. Maybe you yogi toe lock. Maybe over the top. Maybe you got a block there, however you are. Try not to pull in. Moving into this. Get that while you're doing that. Full west, full back, body stretch. Press through the heels. Press your calves into the mat as you press through the heels, and then press your hamstrings back towards the top part of your mat. Hips go back, heels go out. Long along the backside. Lift out of the waist. Lift out of the middle back. Lift out of the neck and the crown. Allow the forehead to release. Breathe. On the inhale, reach long past where you are. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Release the hands down. All right, we're going to fire the core a little bit. So come down onto your back. Place your hands underneath your hips so that the backs of your palms are against your SI joint, the top of your buttocks. The palms are facing down. Support your lower back here. Now press your lower back down toward the mat so you feel you're fully engaged at the lower back. We're going to take the legs up. Flex the toes back toward the face. And then you have choice. You can be here. You can be at 60 degrees. You can be at 30 degrees. And then what we're going to do is we're going to inhale the legs wide and then exhale, cross over. Inhale wide, exhale, cross the opposite way, and just begin to do this with your breath. So this is a little more vigorous here. You're engaged through the core, long spine, lower back pressing down to maintain your posture, supported on your hands here. Now, if you don't need the support on your hands, you don't have to use it. You can just bring your hands out alongside your hips, palms down, and just breathe into this. Inhaling, exhaling. So it may begin to sound a little bit like maybe a little faster than me, maybe a little slower than me, your rhythm, your pace, your practice. Find your practice, be in this. I'm just going to be here another minute, literally, so just work with it. You got this. Staying in this. This is our dynamic move today. And then we're going to go to our final hip opener. So we want to get this activation happening here, feeling into those hips, moving. 30 more seconds. Extend, inhale. Exhale, lower down, take your hands out, turn your palms up. Let your toes fall open. Lengthen on the inhale, get long. Exhale, release completely, just rest, let that all go. Feel what's happening for you in your hip girdle, in your sacrum, in your abdomen and lower back. Notice, let everything settle. Feel into the release. Let it integrate. This piece is as important as the dynamic movement. The integration follows as night follows the day. We need both parts, the dynamic and the integration. Allow yourself to be. Now rolling to your side, I'm rolling actually to your belly. So just roll over either direction to your belly. And then press up to all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Press into the palms, get long. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Bend the elbows and lift the leg a little higher. Exhale, straighten the elbows, round the spine, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, bend, lift. Exhale, find your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Three more. Two more. One more. On your next inhale, get long. On your exhale, bring the knee under and then step the foot between the hands. Keep the left knee down, the left foot down. Now, walk your right foot out a little bit towards the right side of your mat. Bring your right hand inside your right foot. Roll, if you like, to the outside part of your right foot, exposing the sole of the right foot. Stay here. If you like, walk the hands out and bring the elbows to the mat. Opening through that hip. Press back and down into the top of the left foot and the top of the left knee. Gentle opening in the right knee. Feel the right hamstring dropping toward the mat. Feel the opening in the left psoas, the front of the left hip. Slowly walk the hands. If you walked your hands out, walk them back, straighten. Walk that right foot back in a little bit, frame the foot. Now, pressing into the right heel, lift the left foot. If you can, reach back, find the left foot with the right hand. Open, lengthen the torso, lift the sternum off the thigh, lengthen through the crown, and then gently bring the left heel towards the left hip. Open the right shoulder to support you here. Breathing deep. Feeling that opening in the front of the left thigh, in the right hamstring, the right glute. Gently release the left hand, the right hand from the left foot. Let the left foot come back down. Bring the right hand back down. And then step the right knee back underneath you. Come back to your table, extend, straighten, lengthen. Inhale, the left leg goes high. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, rounding the spine. Begin to move at your rhythm with your pace. Inhaling, exhaling on that left side. Three more. Two more. One more. Inhale long. Exhale, bring the left knee underneath and then step the left foot between the hands. Keep the right knee down, the right top of the right foot down. Press into the left heel. Stabilize here, lengthen through the crown. Begin to walk the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Bring the left hand inside the left foot. If you like, gently roll to the outside of the left foot, exposing the left sole. Find your opening here. Move into it. Pressing down and back through the right toes. Letting the left knee open. If you like, walk the hands out. Come down onto the elbows. Feel the adjustment. Breathe deep. Deep inhale, full 360 inhale. Deep into the belly, into the hip, into the lower back. Gently walk the hands back. Bring the left foot back in, frame the foot. Step the left knee, left foot back, left knee comes back down, come back into your table. Walk your hands out. Bring yourself all the way down onto your belly. Our last posture here, great digestive opening posture known as crocodile. And so the feet come together, heels and toes touching, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. And then begin to walk the toes out towards the side of your mat and the heels turn in. So you're counter rotating the heels inward. Perhaps they go to the mat, perhaps not. The hands, arms will come out to your side, 90 degree, and then fold the elbows so that the palms come face down, right underneath your forehead. Left hand under right, elbows straight out, and then lengthen through your crown and walk your elbows back toward your shoulders. And then begin to round the upper back and bring the forehead to the back of the right palm. So there's a rounding happening at the A joint, at the top of the spine. So the chin is tucked, not over rotating, just tucked. But you can feel that rounding, and then just allow yourself to have this posture. Keep working the heels down and in. Keep contact with the forehead. Release the shoulders. Breathe deep. So the chest is actually off of the mat, but the pelvis is pressing into the mat. Big opening in the shoulders, in the hips, and in the ankles. The whole center of the body is counter-rotated. Breathe into this. Strong opening in the abdomen. Great digestive pose. Allowing the fire in the hips and belly to work directly in the digestive center, in the stomach, in the digestive organs. Breathe deep. Long, slow, deep breathe. Gently release your forehead from your palms. Bring your chin up. Roll your heels up. Take your arms out from your side. And then just simply roll to your back for your guided rest, your Savasana, your final posture. You simply make your way onto your back. And as you make your way onto your back, take a moment to make any modifications or final adjustments you need for this last posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth for your eyes, maybe a blanket or shawl for your body, maybe a bolster for your knees, whatever you need to do to make yourself a little more comfortable here. Your ability to release and let go. Go ahead and do that. And then move into stillness. Move into letting go completely. Allow your toes to fall, allow your toes to fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you. Arms come down by the side, palms up. 30-degree angle or so. Place where your shoulders can be fully relaxed. You're lengthened through your crown so that the lower back engages with the mat, and then release, maintaining that connection. Let go, let go, let go, let go of the shaping of the breath, let go of the holding of the attention, let go of the sense of gratitude for a moment, let go of everything, just be done. Allow yourself to be done. Track your body, starting at the soles of the feet. Releasing the toes, relaxing the soles and the tops of the feet, the heels, the ankles. Relaxing the calves and shins, the knees, hamstrings and the quads, the hips and sacral area. Releasing the abdomen and the lower back. Relaxing the middle back, and the ribs. Releasing the chest and the upper back. Relaxing the shoulders, biceps and the triceps, the elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingertips, back of the hands. Just let go, release, relax. Releasing the neck and the soft spot at the back of the skull. Relaxing the jaw and the tongue and muscles at the back of the throat. Release the nose and the muscles behind the nose. Relaxing the eyes and the muscles and nerves behind the eyes. And releasing the brain, finding the center of the skull just above the ears, just behind the brows. Find that emptiness, that stillness, that space. And just let go. Just be. And reconnect with your breath. And on your next inhale, begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Maybe rotate the wrists and the ankles. Then on your next inhale, if you like, bring your feet together, heels and toes touching. Bring the knees to the sky and the heels toward the hips as you extend your right arm alongside your head. And then on your next exhale, gently roll to your right side, allowing that arm to cradle your head and neck. Spend a moment here on your right side. Allowing yourself to recover, reintegrate, restore. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, using your left arm in front of you for leverage, slowly bring yourself back to a seated posture.